Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to Jammy's 12 Days of Christmas, where for 12 days leading up to Christmas, I will be celebrating 12 creators who have had a huge impact on me moving from makeup enthusiast, makeup hoarder, makeup junkie to now YouTuber slash content creator. We are on day number 5 and today I'm going to be doing a full face of black owned beauty products or full face of black owned makeup. And that is because we are celebrating the beautiful Sunsarae, known as EnamoredBeauty, here on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that we get to celebrate Sunsarae today. And that is because she is literally one of the most supportive people that I have ever met in this community. If you've been watching YouTube, if you've been doing YouTube, if you've been on any sort of like content creation type platform, you know that support is everything. And support is free, but you don't always get the same support that you give to other people, right? And Sunsarae has been one of those people who has been the most supportive person that I have met in this community. She uplifts everyone, she shouts out everyone, she watches everyone's content, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram. And honestly, we have become like really good friends. Like we text all the time, we talk all the time, you know, we laugh about new releases. And we share deals back and forth. Like she's really become someone that I am so happy that I've met and that I have in my life, because she has been like the definition of sisters supporting sisters. And because Sunsarae is such like a light in the community, I wanted to do this video celebrating black owned beauty brands, because we are such a minority in the makeup space, but we are honestly probably the largest group of consumers when it comes to makeup and cosmetics just generally. That it felt really important for me to use this video to celebrate Sunsarae, to celebrate these black owned brands that are honestly killing the game when it comes to makeup. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer, because the first thing I'm gonna do is my eyes per usual, and I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place Magic Mini palette. Now, I've had this for so long and never actually used it. And honestly, this is stunning, just absolutely beautiful. And Juvia's Place is one of those kind of black-owned beauty brands that came on the scene. I feel like it was one of the first ones that came on the scene and went really mainstream. And it is an amazing formula. I don't use it as much as I should, and I have a pretty large collection of Juvia's Place that I never touch, so I need to. So I'm going to be diving into this first, and then a ton of other products for the rest of my face. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer and let's just get started.
Some might treat their lovers like guys. Smoke them up and leave them, changing with the seasons. But you know that shit ain't my style. I just want the OG, it's always been it for me. Yeah, you saw me when nobody would, and he loved me good, through the bad and the ugly. He never got a knock on wood. Tell him, baby, don't worry. I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun. I just want the one that's been it since the day one. I don't buy the cheap pills, I just get the bun. That I got with the one that's been it since the day one. I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun. I just want the one that's been it since the day one. I don't need to play games, I already won. Cause I got the one that's been it since the day one. Yeah, you always been the only one. From day one. No, I'll never want another one. Some said we to be old news, cause we didn't work on paper. I said fuck the haters, cause the day I met him I knew. Felt the chemistry of spirit, way beyond the physics. Yeah, you saw me when nobody would, and he loved me good, through the bad and the ugly. He never got a knock on wood. Tell him, baby, don't worry. I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun. I just want the one that's been it since the day one. I don't buy the cheap pills, I just get the bun. That I got with the one that's been it since the day one. I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun. I just want the one that's been it since the day one. I don't need to play games, I already won. Cause I got the one that's been it since the day one. Day one. Yeah, you always been the only one. From day one. No, I'll never want work double time, helped a woman chase a dream. Made my dream is a rising, buying medicine when I'm sick, crush my hair when I'm stressed, made me snatch my I got PMS. Yeah, baby, been the ground that I've been building on. I wouldn't be the woman I am without the years we barely made rent. Way taught me patience, love me at my worst, now he gets my best. I don't need distractions, I don't need the fun, I just want the one that's been it since the day one. I don't need to play games, I already won, cause I got the one that's been it since the day one. Day one, day one, yeah, you always been the only one. From day one, no, I'll never want another one. Love me at my worst, now he gets my best.
We drink juice from the sweetest berries and dance the night away. Count stars in the sky while the clouds roll by. Smoke flowers just to elevate. Hold hands when we need protection. Break bones, but we always mend them. Every heartbreak is a lesson. Let it go, don't be afraid. Find my love, don't lose it. Kiss my tears with music. Find my love, don't lose it. Lay in the dark, but I'm always blooming. Fill suitcases up and fly across the seas. Not a thing belongs to us. Even the air we breathe. Deep talks in the car while the world is sleeping. Bare feet on the ground while my mind stays dreaming. Find my love, don't lose it. Kiss my tears with music. Yeah. Find my love, don't lose it. Lay in the dark, but I'm always blue. Lay in the dark.
Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. I'm gonna get started on the face. For primer, I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath primer. You guys already know that I am not a huge fan of this, but I didn't want to open another primer. Jeez, is this done? I might have to open that and see what's up because I feel like I've only used that a handful of times and nothing is coming out, so I don't understand. And it feels heavy. It feels like there's product in here. I'm only getting the littlest bit. Okay. For my foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Ease Drops Skin Tint. This is in the shade number 20. I picked this up during the Black Friday sale at Sephora. This is the shade here. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to match, but we're gonna do our best. Am I supposed to shake this? Let me give it a little shake first. Give it a good little shake. Oh, this is what I've seen. Oh, okay. That actually looks really nice. Now, I know Rihanna applies this with her hands, but no ma'am. I'm gonna go in with a sponge and blend that in. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. It's very light coverage. Okay, this is cute. Now this is technically supposed to be for people that wear 420, 430 in her foundation. I am 410, but because this is a shade or skin tint, which I'm just assuming means it's like a tinted moisturizer, you can really share this out so that it can work across multiple skin tones, which is why I think that I can make this work for me. Like, it's a hair too deep, I can already tell, but I can make it work. Plus I'm wearing a little turtleneck, so if it doesn't match, I don't think it looks too bad. Now I will say that when it comes to black owned brands, I feel like I don't have a ton in my collection, but I also feel like that's because I don't know about all of them, so I definitely need to do some more research. And there are so many of these black owned brands that are just indie brands, which means I can't buy them at Sephora, I can't buy them at Ulta. I have to buy it directly from the brand, and sometimes they just don't get the recognition and the love on like social media, so you just don't know that they're out there. So that's on me. I need to do some more research, you know, go out of my way and find these brands. So for my concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Mcgrath concealer. This is in the shade MD21. I don't actually own a lot of concealers in my collection, so honestly this is the only one that I have aside from like my e.l.f. concealer. And luckily it's black owned. I have been interested in trying out a new concealer though, so if you guys have some concealer recommendations, let me know. I've heard that the ABH concealer is like a good dupe for Tom Ford's new concealer, which is $90, and Jesus himself has to tell me to buy that $90 concealer because I can't understand paying $90 for any concealer. So look at that. And I tell you, Pat's concealer is bomb. It is bomb. But yeah, so I've been really interested in trying out the concealer from ABH, the new one. I've thought about doing the Fenty Concealer as well. I feel like I've heard mixed reviews on that. Like, some people like it, some people don't. And I know that she has the two. So the new one that she just came out with, which I think are brighteners and not concealers. But then the one that came out when she originally launched her line. And I've tried neither of those because, again, the reviews were kind of mixed on those, so I'm not sure. And I feel like the Kosas concealer has been on my list. Anyways, I'm taking concealer recommendations. I am on a no-buy, so I ain't gonna buy it now, but eventually when my no-buy ends, I'll pick it up. Okay, sun. I just turned off my ring light because the sun is finally peeking through and I don't want it to be too washed out. Try to film in as much natural light as possible. Like, I want to show you guys how these products really, really look without any artificial lights that can really wash out some of the colors. And luckily, just the way my room is set up, my table faces the window, which means that the light comes in. Okay, so to set my under eye, I am gonna go in with the LYS translucent setting powder. This is in the shade Ambition Medium Tan. It's like a yellow powder. Now they do have, I believe, one other shade that's like one shade deeper than this. But, and this I believe is supposed to be able to like set your entire face. Now the shade that's deeper than this, I feel like it's too deep for me. And then this one, which is the medium tan, I think is too light for me to actually set my full face with. So I'm just gonna use this to set my under eyes where I added that concealer. No, this is a little janky, but to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna take my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder. This is in the shade Deep. And it's like a neutral shade. And I'm gonna use that to set my entire face. Now this is a beautiful powder. I love using the yellow shade in this to set my under eyes. And I've used this deep shade to set my under eyes as well, but I feel like the yellow just gives it like just a slightly brighter look. So I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face because it really does blue. Like, best blurring effect. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is in the shade Cocoa Naughty. Do you see that pan? I'm so proud. Do you know how hard it is to finish a bronzer? Now this is a beautiful bronzer. It's like the perfect neutral, not too red bronzer in my opinion for my complexion. Hence why I have such a huge pan. I've been debating whether or not to replace this and buy a new one, but I think I want to go through a couple more bronzers in my collection first. So plus I still have a huge ton of product in this, even though I hit pan, like a huge chunk of pan. There's still room. There's still product in there. If I use this for like the next 3 months, I should be able to empty it. Bronze, baby, bronze. For blush, we're gonna go back to Mama Pat, and I'm going to use the shade Paradise Venus, which is the deepest shade in her blush line, as my blush today.
Find my love, don't lose it. Kiss my tears with.
Now these blushes are pigmented, so you're gonna wanna go a little bit light-handed, otherwise you can look like a mix between a clown and somebody punching you in the face. Which I am beginning to look like right now. Looking a little clownish. I'm just gonna diffuse this out a bit. Now for highlight, I'm gonna go into my Danessa Myricks palette. And I'm gonna take Blue Moon, which is one of the holographic powders. And I'm gonna use that as my highlight. Now this does look white in the pan, but it does have a blue flip to it, so hopefully it will pop really nicely against the eye.
On the ground while my mind stays dreaming.
These are potent.
Find my love, don't lose it.
You have to go real light-handed with this. Otherwise, you will be beaming for the gods. Not that that's a bad thing. It just depends on what kind of highlight you like. And how shiny, well, how reflective. I'm going to take that same shade and use that as my brow bone highlight.
Find my love, don't lose it. Kiss my tears with music.
And I'm also gonna plop that shade in my corner for my inner corner highlight. Okay, I'm gonna do liner and mascara off camera, and then I'll be right back to end this video. Okay, I'm back guys, and this is the final look. I added some mascara. Full transparency, I was looking for my Mcgrath mascara and I don't know where it is, so I just used some MAC mascara and I think some from ABH. So those went black owned, but we will we will ignore that. For my lips, however, I did go in with the Proper Beauty lipstick. This is a black owned indie brand. It does have the logo here, which I think is, I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. It's super duper cute. It's black owned, like I said. These are satin lipsticks, so definitely on the creamy side. If you prefer a more matte formula, these may not be for you, but I really like this because I don't like matte lipsticks because it makes my lips crusty and I like feeling comfortable. They definitely don't have the longest staying power because they're so satin, but I don't mind it. Anyways, this is the final look. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see all of this look in its gloriousness, and then we'll zoom back out and end this video.
Every heartbreak is a lesson. Let it go, don't be afraid. Find my love, don't lose it. Kiss my tears with music. Find my love, don't lose it.
Okay, so that is it guys. We are done with day number 5 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. If you are liking this series, I did go ahead and create a playlist so you can catch up on all of the videos that you missed. There's so much more to come, so much wonderful creators that I want to support. But you guys already know today we are shouting out and loving on Sunsarae. @EnamoredBeauty. All of her contact information, her Instagram and her YouTube channel will be down below. Please go ahead and swing by her channel, show her some love, let her know that I sent you, and you know, we have to support sisters. Sisters supporting sisters. We have to support each other. That is the only way that we can win. Support is free. It takes 2 seconds to like a video. It takes maybe 3 seconds to leave a comment. So yeah, just, you know, think about the creators that you love. They put a lot of work into these videos, and just take like 2 seconds out of your day just to give them that support and let them know that you are enjoying the content that they are creating. And that's it from me, guys. If you did like this video, I would absolutely love if you would hit that like button. If you haven't already done so, would 100% appreciate it if you would subscribe. Okay, sunshine, the disrespect, but see the sun. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever I have a new upload, especially from my 12 Days of Christmas series. Yeah, and leave a comment down below letting me know which you know what, let me know which black owned beauty brand I should add to my collection. I'm realizing that I don't have enough, so let me know which black owned beauty brand you would recommend. That's it from me, guys. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by and supporting. I am so tongue-tied in this video. Thank you for stopping by and supporting. As always, I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.